Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, murder mystery. Who done it? We got some clues on who done it. We got some, well, was a suspect, not a suspect anymore. We already know Allie didn't do it. Sammy shot him after the fact. Ava didn't shoot him. She caught him while he was still alive. We know Nicole didn't do it. We know Allie didn't do it. We know Lucas didn't do it. I think that's it. About 6 of them that didn't do it. Now to the who done it. Ava, I never consider her a suspect from the jump because unless she invoked her in a Superwoman, Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Storm, unless she invoked one of those and went to that boy house apartment and did her do deals. Yeah, she wasn't never a suspect because when he drugged her, then he grabbed her wrist in the hospital. I said, well, Ava could be a suspect. She could not be a suspect. She had the motive and the opportunity, to do her job. She chose not to. She was scared of him. So she was either, one of the middle. Like she can go that way or she can go this way. So she was never really a suspect to me. John don't remember a thing. John only much remember what color clothes, shoes, hat he was wearing. So that's another thing. And then today, well, yesterday, we found out that he heard a gunshot. So, there's Trip. He went to the apartment. As far as we saw from Trip was he went to the door, knocking at the door, calling Charlie's name, didn't get an answer. That's as far as we got from Charlie. Um, who else was the suspect? Sammy came later on, even though, like I said, Sammy, you basically sought your own behind Nicole, I think she had the balls. She also violent and known to, to take matters into her own hands. She was also always a suspect to me. Um, Sammy, Nicole, John, Kate, Lucas. I'm trying to think of them all. But yeah, Sammy, you was trying to save your daughter and you got caught up. Now, we understand you trying to save your daughter and all that, but don't you think you would have made it a little bit more easier on yourself if you would have been open and honest with Rafe way from the jump, besides sitting up there, don't want to talk to the man, you want to talk about a lawyer, you don't want to answer the questions, this man asking you questions trying to help you out, you thought he was against you, you didn't want to do what you were supposed to do, so you put Rafe into a sticky situation. Then on top of it, you lied to him, you lied to Bill. Then on top of it, we found gunpowder residue all over your hands and clothes. So that put a foot in your grave. Then on top of it, if he was already dead, why would you fire a gun again? What was your point of firing the gun? You had to get that little anger out of your chest? And trash finna come after you for a throttle right. She finna get you. She done failed one time trying to get you. She ain't forgot that last time, Sammy. So why she not gonna hit you with a attempted murder one, she gonna drop all that. But that tampering with evidence, lying to the police, making false confessions, all that mess you did from the beginning. Yeah, that's a conviction. And while you talking about while Rape was talking about some good news and bad news, it's all bad news in my opinion. Yeah, you not going down for murder. Okay, fine, that's cool or whatever. However, the stuff you facing, it still involves jail time. So what's the good news, bad news ratio in that? Either way, if convicted, you're going down for you going to prison. So I don't know why Rafe talking about some good news or bad news. He should have said bad and even more better news. So he lost me with that. Um, then on top of it, Ava got the, she how can I say this? She was there for Charlie last breath. She was basically there to, to talk to him on few minutes. She did go to the apartment that day. She did talk to him or whatever. He did ask her to tell he did ask her to tell him that she loved him. She did that and he ended up dying. So the fact that you've been keeping that quiet, Ava, I'm a little suspicious of you. But I don't think you brave enough to pull a gun or fire a gun. My main concern is John right now with this whole situation. He heard a gunshot. He don't remember what happened that night. That aneurysm ain't saving him. Then on top of it, you already facing, attempted murder for choking Jan now. And she just waking up today. So you already facing one charge that they are trying to save you from. Now you could possibly have a murder charge on top. John. Now, John. We just gonna put it as blame it on the aneurysm. We just gonna say that, blame it on the aneurysm because, yeah, John, you slipping. You already could face jail time or prison time for choking that. I ain't gonna call her poor innocent victim because she not none of that. But choking that woman out. Then on top of it, you involved in a murder mystery. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if you coming or going or staying or in between. You don't know if you tripped, fall, stumbled, tripped, shot, jumped, or whatever that night. So the fact that you don't know what's going on and there's basically a big murder mystery going on, you ain't being open and honest until the day when you mentioned Marlena that you heard a gunshot. So, John, you scaring me. You're scaring me. You and Trip are scaring me. Because the falls we get from Trip every time Trip think about that night is a knocking at the door and calling Charlie's name. He's scaring me and John scaring me as the coulda have done it because the way his get set up and John, all he remember was he laying on the ground, the phone woke him up. Yeah, that's a pretty convenient excuse for me. And I guess we're gonna say blame it on the crazy, blame it on the aneurysm, blame it on the hole in my head. Okay, let's run with that, I guess. We just gonna run with that and move along. Now to the Kristen mess. Kristen, Kristen, I'm about tired of you already. I thought I would never, ever say this, but I am tired of you. For real, for real. You know you're not going to get away with this. You know you're not smart enough to get out of the crime. No, you smart enough to start a crime to get your way for the most part. But when it comes to execution and getting away with the crime, you never seem to grasp that fact and you never seem to get away with that fact. You always manage to get caught, end up getting arrested, getting yourself in more trouble than you already is. And as soon as Sarah wake up from the fried brain, what are you gonna do with her? So you gonna keep her locked up in that storage chest until she wake up? How is she breathing in that big old thing anyways? Did you poke her air hole or something? I'm just asking for a friend at this point, Kristen. And Susan, I don't feel sorry for you, not even much a little bit. I want to feel sorry for you, but you kind of let Kristen play with your emotions, let her play with your sympathy, and basically you fell in the hole, and now you stuck in the hole. And now you want out of the hole after a month then passed and a month have we done been through 2 months already since this mess been going on, and the month then came, and the month already in Salem. and now you ready to get out. Okay, but Susan, I don't feel sorry for you at all. We know you know a little slow or whatever. You let Kristen play with your sympathy, your emotions. Let you reel her. Well, she reeled you in to do that mess. I'm here to tell you, if I look somewhat like somebody, if somebody wanted me to switch places with them, I would do it. But switching places with somebody and they in prison, you got life and messed up. I would not be doing that. Now you want to switch where you can know you can do something outside, where I can walk around free and eat what I want, use the bathroom when I want, sleep when I want, take showers when I want. Okay, fine. I might switch with you. I might switch with you then. You out in the free world. I'm stuck in prison. I got the man telling me when I can eat, sleep, use the bathroom, take showers, when I can have break time, when I can go outside and smell the roses, when I can do this, what I can eat this day. If I don't want to eat it, I can pass it. No, I'm sorry, Susan. You got the messed up end of that stick, and I'm surprised and well, not really surprised or shocked that you are going along with this plan and you thought it was going to be hunky-dory. What you thought prison was a walk in the park? And then you agree to do it. And wait a whole month for her to finish what she got going on with Brady, trying to get Chloe away from Brady. Susan, I got nothing for you. You basically sought your own behind up. Like I said, outside world, maybe I would have switched places with you. You in the outside world, freedom, can do whatever you want, come and go and all that. And I'm stuck in a prison. And I got people telling me when I can do so, when I got to do it on their time. And you agreed to do this over some ice cream, and I got nothing for you at all, Susan. Not even much a handshake, not even much a piece of sympathy. I got nothing for you. I love you dearly, love your character dearly. I got nothing for you, Susan, at all. You should have known you was getting the messed up end of that stick just cause a crazy woman want to watch her baby daddy, husband, whatever Brady is to Kristen, while I get locked up, and you know already Kristen can't control nor handle herself. So of course it was gonna take more than a month to do what she had to do because Kristen can't control herself or help herself, which I'm surprised and shocked she managed to do it this whole entire time and not kill or harm nobody. But she finally hurt or harmed somebody, Sarah, because Sarah then lost her mind. And wasn't this Sarah last week on Days, or was it last week? Because we saw Susan and she supposed to be in that. Well, we seen Susan, aka Kristen, in that treasure chest, and we already know Sarah not in it, and we already know last week or this week was Sarah's last week of this playing the Sarah, so we know she gone already. So Zelda, you surprised me. I'm proud of you. Um, I'm proud of you. You finally trying to get your woman back, but the liquid courage, really, Xander? You needed liquid courage to get your woman back. Now you lost me with that. All them big strong muscles you got and all them abs you got, you really need liquid courage to get your wife back. Your fiance back. Really, Xander? I'm ashamed of you. For real, I am ashamed of you. Fill up, Mr. Decorated Veteran. You let Gabby set you up, and Gabby set Xander up and wound his. I bust out laughing like, how ain't Mr. Decorated Veteran let a drunk person knock the fire out of them, left them with a busted lip and blood stains on a blood stained shirt, and you sat there and took it, holding your lip and all. I'm gonna leave that right where it said, and I'm gonna leave that right there where it said. He might be a decorated veteran. He might have been, in the Marines or whatever. He might have saved a couple of lives or whatever he was doing in the Marines. But when it come to fighting, I have yet to see his Street Fighter moves come out. I have yet to see the Marines come out of him. I have yet to see him do any self-defense move yet. We see him getting posed and ready to do something. But when it comes to doing it and you don't actually standing there looking like an idiot in the pose, that's all we saw from Philip. So missing with that decorated Marines thing, he served his country, he did his time. We appreciate it or whatever. However, please leave decorated and veteran alone, and you don't want to mess with him because he's a decorated veteran. Oh, he gonna knock you on your head. Oh, he gonna throw you on your neck. He gonna toss you on your back. He gonna slang you through. Leave all that out of there. All that extra Miss Gabby was talking about. Oh, you messing with a decorated veteran. Oh, he gonna mess you up. Punch, whole face, and that's all we get out of him. I'm just gonna leave that right there and leave it alone. Um, Nothing really happened with Philip and Gabby besides Kate got a little jelly because Dad was hanging around and Kate thought Gabby did that to him. Gabby did well. Kate thought Gabby did that to Philip and she beat him up, socked him or whatever for the bloody lip, and she got a little concerned to worry or whatever, but they didn't really do too much. What did the devil happen to Kate? Why is she walking around here with a thing on her head? She said it's from, her gun being into a murder charge. But did I miss something? What is going on with Kate and why she walking around here with a ice pack on her head? Just, she lost it. I'm like, why is Kate holding the ice pack? Friday, I don't remember nothing happening to her that I know of. But Monday, she walking with an ice pack. Unless I missed something or forgot something that happened or somebody then bust upside her head. Thinking ain't nothing coming up for me. So, um, Jan Spears. I think that's it. Yep, Jan Spears. That's it. Belle, just when you thought your nightmare was over, your nightmare come back and bite you in the you know what. So while you thought you was free of Jan Spears, she got something on you. You think y'all finna arrest her for holding y'all hostage, pulling a gun out on you or whatever. Your daddy with the aneurysm kind of ruined that for you to do anything because John and his temper and that aneurysm and his head, and he kind of ruined that. Even though he was being a protective father, any father would have done that. What he did probably would have choked them, but not put them in a coma. So she has a point. I go down, John go down too. We already got a murder mystery coming down. We already, he don't remember what happened or whatever. So yeah, she gonna end up getting away with this because John and that aneurysm. Paulina and her daughter working on my last nerve. You raised that monster, Pauline. Now you enjoy and have fun with that monster. You created that monster. You spoiled that monster. You raised that monster. Now have fun taking care of that monster. That's gonna have you drained dry before she turns 60. So you have fun with that because you raised that monster. So Theo, that's your ass. I'm not surprised by that. And Theo, I was about to get on your behind. So, Sierra don't remember Ben. You're not doing her any favors. You basically I even forgot what you said. I excuse you after I heard what you said to being talking about some. Well, if she don't remember you, why should I tell her about you? That's not none of my job. I don't know what was going on when y'all was, starting off and y'all started dating and getting married. I'm like, oh Lord, Theo, don't you start that mess. Don't you start that mess. You know I love you, Theo, but I have no problems. No problem at all setting you straight. And I'm glad being told you what was up and you shut up. After you dating that thing, still you got no room to talk. I'm surprised you able to, I'm surprised she left you with a penny to your name. The way she spending up her mama money and ordering stuff, and I'm surprised you able to walk with. I'm surprised you got clothes to even put on your back. So we just gonna leave that alone and forget that you ever said something, Theo. At this point, the April Fool's Day thing. It was hilarious. Baby Stefano running around. They looking for baby Stefano. Steve running around. The Mara Mitchell calling him Buddy. I was wondering how long and how far that was gonna run with that, but it ended as soon as they got the mirror mentioned, and she told John to wink at the camera, and she said, "No, John." She said, "No, Steve. Use your other eye." And then they said, "April Fool." I was looking for that to continue, go on a little bit more farther than what it went with them, because I was actually enjoying them the whole Jan Spears thing, Sean dating for the date. Jan Spears, bailed and went back to Philip. Philip called Sean, not Claire daughter. Just Philip is Claire daughter. They lost me all the way with that April Fool mess. They threw me for a loop. And the best part of that was the Steve and Kayla and baby Stefano, and how she was up there eating like she was starving for, like she, sitting up there starving like she ain't ate for a few days. Somebody held her hostage and she was pregnant, and she just, this her first meal since getting out of her, where she was being held up against her will. And so all that was funny, but the other parts you lost me with that, though. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning and have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.